So today we'll be discussing on the insect head. Now this is a potato which I have modified to form an insect head, and assuming this one as an insect head, I'll be trying to explain what are there on the insect head or the cockroach head. So different portions I'll be mentioning over here, and what is what. In some cases, what are their functions. So first of all, you are seeing the frontal portion of the insect head. This is the frontal region of the insect head. Why? Because you are seeing that these are the two antennae, and antennae always are there at the frontal region. And where they are located? They are located in between the two compound eyes. Here one compound eye, and there another compound eye. So now, for clear understanding of different sclerites and appendages, I am just pulling the antennae out. I am pulling out the antennae. Now, starting from the top. So at the top of this insect head, just between the two compound eyes at the two sides, this portion is known as vertex. Again I am repeating, in between the two compound eyes, this portion of the cranium or the insect head is known as vertex. Now, just below the vertex, you are seeing one inverted Y-shaped structure. Entomologically, this structure or this suture or the sulcus is known as ecdysial cleavage line or epicranial suture. Now, at the surroundings of these epicranial sutures, very closely, you are seeing three ocelli, a small ocelli you are seeing. So these were the compound eyes, and these are the ocelli. Now the portion which is there at the bottom of this epicranial suture, this facial area starting from here, this whole region is known as frons. Now let's take a side view too. You are seeing that at the bottom of the two compound eyes, there are two sclerites. One is here and another is there. These two sclerites are known as gena. Now, below this frons, you are seeing another sclerite over here. This is known as clypeus. And the suture which is there in between the frons and the clypeus, this suture is known as frontoclypeal suture, and it is also known as epistomal suture. And the suture which is there in between the frons and the gena, this suture is known as frontogenal suture. Now, at the bottommost portion of this insect head, this sclerite which you are seeing over there, here, is known as labrum. So labrum also acts as a upper lip of the insect. So I'm just repeating once again. This is vertex. These are two compound eyes. This is epicranial suture. These are ocelli. These are antennae fur, from where the antennae arise. This is frons. These are gena, a paired structure. This is clypeus, and this is labrum. Now let's take the back view too. So this is the back of the insect head. So at the back of the insect head, this portion again is the continuation of the vertex. Now this one, this portion, this circular portion, this is known as occipital foramen. And this one is the post-occiput. This is post-occipital suture. So again I am repeating, this is the extension of the vertex. This is occipital foramen. This is post-occiput, and this is post-occipital suture. Now, the different appendages which are there over here, I just want to dissect those and also want to explain those one by one. So, the first appendage from the back of the head, if we start from, then this appendage is known as labium. It acts as a lower lip in insects. So I hope that this model is clear to you. This is labium. So now let's dissect this one. Let's pull out this labium. So I am inserting one arm of my forceps at the bottom of the labial pulpi, you see, and I am just trying to go to the base of the labium. I have captured it and I have pulled that one for separation. Now I am pasting it over here. So this is the labium of the insect, and different portions of the labium. The topmost one is known as submentum. This whole portion is known as submentum. At the bottom of this submentum, which is attached to this submentum, this elliptical shaped structure, this is known as mentum, and rest of the portion is known as prementum. Now from the base of the prementum, you are seeing two pulpi which are coming out. So these pulpi are known as labial pulpi. These labial pulpi are having many sensory hairs over it, and if we concentrate on the distal part of this labium or distal part of the prementum, then probably we are seeing here 1, 2, 3, 4 lobes. That means 2 pairs of lobes. So one pair is inner lobe and another pair outer lobes. So these inner pairs of lobes are known as glossa, plural glossy. and the outer pair, they are known as paraglossa. Individually they are known as paraglossa and plural paraglossi. But together, glossy and paraglossi, together they are known as ligula. Now, again, we have pulled out the labium from this back of the insect head. Now, the mandibles are exposed. So, I'm sorry, maxillae are exposed here. So, this is maxillary pulp. These are maxillary pulpi. So, they are much more longer than the labial pulpi. So, taking this pulpi as a clue, I am inserting one of the arm of this forceps under this maxillary pulpi, and I am going above this one, and I have to reach at the base of the maxilla for proper dissection, and I have to pull it, and I pulled it. So this is one maxilla. I am pasting it over there. And another maxilla, again I am pasting it over there. So I pasted two maxilla. Now this portion was attached with the head. This portion. This is known as cardo. The rest of the part is known as stipes. As you are seeing that from the base of the stipes, the pulp is coming out. This pulp is known as maxillary pulp. So in case of labium, the pulp was known as labial pulp, and here in case of maxilla, they are maxillary pulp. Now, at the distal end of each maxilla, we are seeing that this is the inner lobe and that is the outer lobe. So this inner lobe, which is having spines at the inner surface, this lobe is known as lacinia, and the outer lobe, non-spiny in nature generally, that is known as gallia. So they are present in both the maxillae, as this is the replica of each one. So maxilla is a paired structure. Now again, so what we have done, we have pulled out the labium and maxilla. Now what is left? What are left? Now this mouth cavity, as the mouth cavity is opened now, you are seeing that at the center of the mouth cavity, one muscular structure, this one. So this is known as hypopharynx. So regarding hypopharynx, the function here in case of insect is that the salivary duct opens through this hypopharynx. Okay. Now you are seeing another pair of structure. They are known as mandibles. So let's pull out the mandibles too. And I pasted over there. So these are the paired mandibles. If you are observing the mandibles closely, then this portion is having the articulation with the insect head. Muscular attachment is there. And these mandibles, by the way, in case of cockroaches, grasshoppers, and all the insects which are having the chewing and biting type of mouth parts, they're very highly sclerotized. Hmm? So at the distal end of the mandibles and at the inner region, you are seeing very sharp teeth-like structures. So those are incisors, incisor teeth. So those help the insect in cutting the food material into pieces. And these basal teeth, which are not so much sharp, they are grinding teeth. They can grind the food material. And again, another appendage which is left over here is this one. This one is the labrum. So this is the labrum which is attached with this clypeus. So this labrum actually protects the mandibles which are generally there beneath this structure labrum, and this labrum acts as the upper lip in insect head. So I hope that different appendages, different sclerites and sutures which are there on the insect heads are clear to you. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.